All right, welcome into Campbell Memorial Stadium for the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you, and we just missed the opening kickoff. DeAndre Brown, little fumble with it, and then found his way through tacklers and all the way out to the 46-yard line. Fumbled at the 5, got it to the 46, so a 41-yard return for the Red Devils to get things going. And we will get going on offense. And they're going to start with shotgun. 4 wide receivers, sidecar to the left for Fleetian. Rams showing blitz, and there might have been a jump. Offside on the Rams. That'll be a free 5 yards for the Red Devil offense. Led by freshman Ricky Fleetian on the season. 60.4 completion percentage. Averaging about 75 yards passing a game.
Great job by Campbell getting great field position. As like you said, Matt, we had a tough time, but we're on, man.
And they're going to start with a handoff up the middle and going absolutely nowhere. Waiting for him to turn his back so I can see his number. I believe that was DeAndre Brown. Call it no gain on the play, as with the penalty, it'll be 2nd and 5.
This is the first time either one. You've never been here before?
I've never.
Very nice stadium.
I've been to the stadium, I think, when I was interning at 21. Back my final year of college.
Last time I was at a Campbell Stadium was their old one.
So, again, it is shotgun for Fleetian, and I believe this one's going to be a false start. I thought the left tackle jumped early, and he did. And so, with the penalty on the offense, it'll be 2nd and 10.
I need my glasses.
All right, Devils break the huddle. Shotgun 4 wide receivers, sidecar to the left of Fleetian. Going to be a little wraparound handoff again. Brown coming to the near side, gets the penalty yardage back, and he's up near the first down, but I think he's going to be a yard short. He got to the Ram 45-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd and 1.
I was looking at the roster they gave us, and there's no sizes on there. So, unfortunately, we can't, unless they put a different one in here for us.
No, they did not. These are the rosters that I brought and the stats that I brought. So we are without heights and weights, but
that's okay. Campbell has a nice looking line, though.
It looks like a wide receiver, Kazir Whitfield out there spread out to the left is a tall drink of water. Now here coming on the near side handoff with some speed is Driscoll, and he will get the first down. As he got down inside the 40.
They like the right side of that line. They've been very heavy to it already.
And Driscoll got down to the 37. Needed 1, and he got 8. 1st and 10 for Campbell. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield, as half of the Ridge defensive line jumped into the neutral zone, and that'll get the Red Devils another free 5 yards.
This defense has shown us a lot of great things over the last 6 weeks. They have played a lot of bend but not break, but Campbell's driving hard.
And Matt, Andy Hake calling a timeout to settle that defense down. Let's go ahead and take it with them. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive. Their mission is simple: honest, reliable, and reputable service in a family-oriented environment where you'll always feel informed and confident about your repair and maintenance needs. From new tires and oil changes to batteries, fluid pumps, and more, they value long-lasting relationships with their customers, community, and suppliers. Call 330-349-0111 or stop in today. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive, keeping you and your family on the road.
back at Campbell Memorial Stadium. 9:32 left in the first. We're scoreless opening drive of the game. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. Tri-County Digital Broadcasting, Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram game of the week. Shotgun for the Red Devils. 2 in the backfield. Back to pass is Fleecian. Under pressure, and down he goes. Chase Moore ripped him down back at the 41-yard line.
Chase Moore is just a beast, 6'4", almost 300 pounds, but he has belying speed. He has been getting great penetration all year, and he gets a big one right there.
Chase Moore with the 9-yard sack of Ricky Fleecian. Digging through my stats, trying to find out how many sacks that is on the year for Chase. All stats unofficial.
He's had a few.
I've got it.
They've spread it around.
Just his second solo sack, but
okay.
If I'm looking at the right column on the stats. All right, 2nd and 15. Back to pass is Fleecian again. Got the ball over Nick Anderson, but it landed short. I don't know if Nick got a piece of that.
It was close.
That 6'3" linebacker came in and then jumped straight up in the air like he was trying to block a shot in basketball.
Yeah, he looked really good. He's had a great season already. This defensive backfield for Mineral Ridge has been just absolutely lights out. Ball hawking. They've had a bunch of, 7 interceptions already?
Sounds about right, yes. All right, 3rd and 14 actually looks like Chase sacked him back at the 42, not the 41, as I originally suspected. Fleecian back to pass, looking right. Rush is coming, going deep over the middle, and that lands incomplete. Trying to hunt that down for the Rams. I believe that was Ben Crumsher was back in coverage. Fell about 3 yards away from him, and it'll be 4th down for the Red Devils.
And like we were talking about before we broke, bend but not break. They're doing a great job keeping teams out of the end zone.
So after the incomplete pass, it'll be 4th down. And it looks like the Red Devils are going to punt.
Good choice.
Well, as Louisville learned last week, you don't want to give this Ridge offense a short field as the rush was on there. I don't know how that punt got off.
Inches.
As I think that might have actually been quarterback Ricky Fleecian doing the punting.
Wow, everybody in black and red just held their breath for a second. Great penetration by the Rams. They might have had some really good plays driving into Rams territory, but wow, once the Rams got under themselves and Coach Hake got them calm, they shut it down.
All right, we'll say that is down to at the 8, so a 34-yard punt for Fleecian. The Ram offense going to put it into action inside their own 10-yard line. 6:39 left in the first. And they'll be led by quarterback Landon Bingham. 57.5% passing on the season. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. And it looks like he's going to start in the shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield. I see Rakic and Holbrook. You got twin wide receivers to the left. Schaefer and Anderson. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Crumsher. That's 13. And Rakic is going to motion out to be a tight end to the right. Bingham gets the shotgun snap, hands it off to Holbrook. He'll get off the right side, has some room to work with, breaks a couple of tackles, gets out across the 20, and maybe down at about the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 16 for Preston and a 1st down.
Great job. You know, they are picking up where they left off last week. This offensive line is getting better and better every week. Coach Hake talked about the season cannot go anywhere without both of these lines on O&D, and wow, is this O getting good.
And Matt Preston averaging about 7.5 a carry. Here it's a shotgun again, and it'll be Holbrook, but this time he is hit in the backfield. He'll break that tackle, but then as he tried to come forward again, the second wave of defenders going to rip him down. I believe that was Caden Thomas on the tackle, as we do have a stoppage. Waiting to see what they stopped the clock for. All right. Nope. Nothing doing. We'll bring the clock back to winding, and after the 4-yard loss for Holbrook, it'll be 2nd and 14. Rams with the ball at their own 20. 5:50 left in the first. Bingham in the shotgun. Sidecar to the left is Holbrook. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends right. And it'll be Holbrook taking the stretch handoff to the right, but he gets taken down in the backfield again. And getting the tackle again will be Caden Thomas. So back-to-back tiffles for Thomas. And Holbrook, consecutive losses. Can't say we've seen that often this year, Matt.
Right, exactly. And they've had a lot of good penetration. I'm sorry. They've had a lot of good luck running different plays. Coach Hake has been taking his time moving at the end of the season, but he said, it's time to pull out the brakes.
Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, and both wide receivers, Nick Anderson and Caden Schaefer, they both got the snap count wrong, Matt, because they both left at the same time.
Yeah.
As Landon Bingham, as he is apt to do, trying to get that free 5 yards. Unfortunately, would not work. And it'll be 3rd and 24. Matt, this possession started at the 8. The Rams got a 16-yard carry, and now they're back at the 10.
Yeah, not a good situation. It's 3rd and 23.
Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Sidecar to the left of Bingham is Holbrook. Bingham back to pass, looking deep, shooting for his man. Schaefer missed him by a yard.
Man.
Schaefer ran free past his defender. Back in coverage was Malachi Tilson, and Matt 3 feet from a 90-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I thought for sure he was going to catch it. He has the height advantage for sure. Just good coverage, I guess.
So I imagine with a 4th and 23 at their own 10, it'll be Christian Dunlap on to punt.
Christian has been getting better and better as the season goes, not only special teams, but running the ball.
And that is a high punt by Dunlap, but it is incredibly short. Going to bounce at the 39 and take a big Rams roll. This ball is rolled for 20 yards and will be touched down at the Red Devil 47-yard line.
A heck of a bounce. I mean, I guess that's all that matters is it might have been high, but boy, when you get that bounce, those kickers look a lot better than they did about 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I mean, the air yardage on that punt was kicked from the goal line, then it bounced at about the 39. And Matt, high punt too. Tons.
That's the highest they had all year, I believe.
I mean, Matt, we are well above the playing surface here, and that one almost came to our eye level. Gorgeous punt by Christian Dunlap. All right, shotgun, 4 wide receivers, trips left for the Red Devils as they get their 2nd possession of the game. Fleetian gets the snap, looking out quickly to the right. The pass is complete. Hauling it in, trying to break the tackle is number 7. Demetrius Lambert, and he hauled his tackler ahead close to the first down. In fact, I think they're going to give it to him as he got down to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I think it was you had Thomas Kanowski was there first. He needed Phoenix Walker's help to close that off because he kept going.
So I thought actually it was 7-on-7 there, or was it? No, you're right. It was 3. All right, shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side for Fleetian. This time going to be a handoff to Brown, coming to the near side right. Across the 40, down inside the 40 before he is tackled by Phoenix Walker. And he got, looks like maybe 4, we'll call it 5, as he got to the 38-yard line.
It also looked like Christian Dunlap was in on that one as well.
2nd and 5 upcoming for the Red Devils. 3:30 and moving left in the first quarter. Very quick moving first quarter, might I add. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side for Fleetian. Sidecar to the left is Brown. Brown the handoff again, but Phoenix Walker came from the backside and cut him down for gain of just 1. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Red Devils. DeAndre Brown on the season. averaging just about 5 yards a touch, 71 carries, 370 or 5.2 per touch. There we go. Only 2 touchdowns on the season, though, for the Red Devils. All right, shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs in the backfield, tight end right. And they are going to hand it off to Driscoll. Tried to cut up the middle, but hit immediately Derek Rakic right there in the middle to stop him for a 1-yard gain. It'll be 4th and 3. Decision time for head coach David Porch.
Derek Rakic has just been like a hitman this season. He has been getting better and better and better. The last game you missed, he was just absolutely lights out everywhere where the ball was. It was like he was teleporting.
Of course, I have to miss the next 2. The Phantoms, Youngstown Phantoms, going to have their home opener against the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders next Friday night. And honestly, I could not tell you who they play the week after that. Can't look too far ahead on my schedule. All right, 4th and 3. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins each side, sidecar left, Felician back to pass. Looking right, throwing right, and little bit of a hole. And able to haul it in for the touchdown is Demetrius Lambert. A fingertip catch. Matt, I thought that one was overthrown.
I did too.
Thomas Kanowski also maybe had a little bit of a hold that they did not call, but it ends up being a 36-yard touchdown pass for the Red Devils, and they have a 6-0 lead.
Just like you, I thought it was just a little bit out of his range. Looked like he caught it, like you said, just on his fingertips. Great catch.
All right, out for the extra point. Are the Red Devils. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up. The kick is good. With 1:41 left in the first quarter. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Campbell 7 and Mineral Ridge nothing. Back in 30 seconds here on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurix Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
A 5-play, 53-yard drive that ended in a 36-yard touchdown pass from Ricky Felician to Demetrius Lambert. The extra point from Ken Addison was good. And with 1:41 left on the first quarter clock, Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Campbell 7 and Mineral Ridge nothing. But Mineral Ridge only had the ball one time, Matt.
Yeah, they did. And they started to move the ball. They got shut down. I'll be interested to see how they respond.
Addison kicks it straight sideways, went off the side of his foot, and then spun out of bounds. Matt, I don't know if I've ever seen a kick spin almost directly sideways like that.
Yeah, that was an odd catch. You know, that's maybe like one every, 50,000 or even a million that would do that.
So Ridge will get the ball at the spot of the foul, which will be the Camel 45-yard line. So excellent starting field position for the Ram offense. They're going to come out straight to the line of scrimmage off the sideline. Bingham in the shotgun. Has Holbrook to his left, 2 wide receivers. Going to hand it off to Holbrook. He'll go off the right side. Found a hole across the 40, down to about the 38. Still pushing the pile forward. Has the first down. And they're going to blow him dead. They're going to say the momentum was stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And Matt, Preston, I would not want to try to tackle Preston Holbrook.
No, I wouldn't either. And, what did we say right before the series started? It'd be interesting to see how they respond. They're responding, in my opinion, angry, and they want to prove something. I talked about Preston last week and in giving him his Player of the Game award before the game today in Facebook. The guy just has such belying speed for a big man.
may be the final play of the first quarter. Here's another handoff to the right to Holbrook. Hits the hole hard, bouncing off a couple of tackles down inside the 30. He'll get to the 29 with 50 seconds left in the first quarter. So I think the Rams are going to have to run one more play.
Justin Sedetic, number 51, drove his man about 9 yards off of the line of
And, Matt, what I've seen here twice is Derek Rakic lining up just behind the right guard there at the line of scrimmage, provide an extra blocker. And now Rakic lining up behind the left guard here as it's sidecar to the right. And Holbrook is going to go to left behind Rakic. Made one man miss, got to the 25. That's going to be very close to the first down. They are going to go ahead and give it to him. And that, as they stop the clock to move the chains.
It was, I think it was one of the linebackers that had a perfect bead on him, and he just made one move, and he hit the ground, and Holbrook got some more yards.
Ridge quickly to the line with 5 seconds left in the quarter. Will they try to run one more play? They will, and it'll be Chandler Bussey off right guard, and he gets 5 yards down to the 20, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Campbell 7 and Mineral Ridge nothing, but the Rams are driving. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Dunlap and Son Plumbing is a local business that repairs water and drain lines, and they are also state certified to install backflow devices. If you need installation for faucets, toilets, and water heaters, Dunlap and Son Plumbing are the ones to call. They are fully bonded and insured, offer a full 24-hour emergency service, and able to give you free estimates for all your plumbing needs. Call Dunlap and Son Plumbing at 330-718-8650 or 330-406-8820.
Welcome back to Campbell Memorial Stadium here in beautiful Campbell, Ohio. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting, presented by Just Football with Matt Emch on YouTube. Matt, and it is 7:23, and we are starting the second quarter.
I said to you at the break, I'm like, I can't believe it's the end of the first quarter.
And it is just the second possession of the game
wow.
for Mineral Ridge. I mean, my goodness gracious. Can't be first and 10. It's 2nd and 5, ball on the 20. Hand off to Bussey, off left guard. Squeak through a hole down to the 16. Going to be a yard short of the first down. Shout out to Stacy Emch for bringing Matt his glasses. My goodness, where would we be without our wives? We would fall apart.
You forgot yours a couple weeks ago and had to run down real quick at halftime.
I did. My glasses were in the car as well a couple of weeks ago.
Thank you, Stacy. She saved my butt because I couldn't see anything from up here.
3rd and 1, ball at the 16-yard line. Now you finally have the down marker corrected. $11:17 left in the second quarter. Bingham checking the sideline. They're trying to figure out what on earth is going on. It is 3rd down.
Thank you, Stacy.
Sounded like they're putting some time back on the clock. 11:26. There we go. And hand off to Holbrook. Big hole off the left side to the 10, to the 5, down to the 4. It's 1st and goal.
They are looking like the regular Rams that we've seen the last few weeks. They look angry. You know, Coach Hake always, in his interviews with me and when we just talk, says, I want my team angry. I want them out there hitting hard. I want these other teams being afraid.
All right, Maryland I for the Rams. They're going to hand it to the deep back. That's Holbrook going off the right side to the goal line. Touchdown.
There you go. Good job.
Following Blake Basista and Derek Rakic to the promised land, Preston Holbrook, his 8th rushing touchdown of the season, has Mineral Ridge on the board, and they are an extra point away from tying the game.
Yeah, that was a beautiful series by the Rams, just going straight down the field, having their way with the Red Devils defense. That's what we've been used to. great, series. They just ran the ball down their throat. I think he just said, "Hey, let's keep it going, man. They couldn't stop us." Wasn't that easy to get it. Normally 2-pointers are, don't go by the side of the offense, and that way they didn't that last one.
So, I guess we'll keep it right here.
Yeah.
So, 7-6, Camel with the lead. And Matt, I think you and I are the only people that noticed that they ran 9 seconds off the clock there.
Yeah. I guess they don't care.
Braylon Calgary to put the boot to the ball and bring us back to action. All right, official signal the ball ready for play. I think maybe now they've recognized the clock is wrong. Referee standing in the end zone. He has 11:03, which is still wrong, but, it's better. All right, 11:03 on the second quarter clock. And Braylon Calgary with the run-up. Drives it shorter than normal. That's going to bounce at the 14 and kind of roll, and the Rams might be on top of it. Ball is loose at the 15. Do the Rams have it?
You had some of the guys in white jumping up and down. Yep.
Nope. It is a Camel football. Coming off the bottom of the pile was number 8, Jalen Hall. And Matt, almost disaster for the Red Devils, as that one had some crazy English on it. Bounced at the 14 and then kind of rolled there. Just died at the 15 and just able to get on top of it. We're the Rams. We're the Red Devils.
That's why you don't look at players when you want to know who has the ball. One of them.
Well, I mean, there were so many white jerseys there.
Right.
I thought there was no way the Rams wouldn't get on top of it.
When you saw the ref, I was looking at one of the Rams, and he was jumping up and down. He threw his arm for it. No more looking at players.
All right, Fleetion gets the snap, hands it off to Brown. He'll come to the left side, near side, spins off of Silac. Flag on the play in the backfield, Matt. That is in the area of holding.
Yes, sir.
As the carry went out to the 21-yard line, so it could have been a gain of 6, but instead I think this one's going to be coming backwards. And they are walking the Red Devil offense back. I haven't seen a signal yet. They are putting the ball down at the 5-yard line. So if that's a hold, that's a 10-yard penalty.
Definitely what the Rams are looking for. Get a little bit. Nothing wrong with that.
Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield for Fleetion. Hands it off to Brown again. He'll come left side. Dances around one block. Has some room to the outside. 20, 25. Cuts back to the inside. 30. And across the 30.
Flag.
And another ball at the 3-yard line. Matt, we haven't seen any, except I think maybe one penetration play for the running against the running offense here for the Ridge front. This would be a great time for it. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers. And we have whistles.
Timeout?
No, I think our near
Monty Johnson Winford, he is really starting to get good as the season goes.
And so after 3 penalties to start the drive, we finally have second down for the Red Devil offense. It is 2nd and 23, ball at the 10-yard line. Shotgun for Fleetion, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. Takes the snap, hands it off to Brown. He'll go off left side, gets some running room out to the 20 as he's ushered out of bounds by Kanowski. Waiting to see where they mark him. Looks like they're going to give him the 24. So a gain of 14 for Brown. And Matt, from 1st and 23, we have 3rd and 1.
That was shocking. They got themselves in a position that they get a fresh set of downs and maybe a series that gets some more points. Unbelievable.
So 3rd and 1, ball at the 24 near hash as the Red Devils go from right to left here in the second quarter. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers. Trying to get the far side wide receiver to line up onside. 2 running backs in the backfield for Felician. Takes the handoff, gives it to Brown. On the counter, has some room, makes a couple of men miss, has some green grass in front of him, 40. Runs into Silac, who rips him out of bounds just shy of midfield. But a 25-yard gain for DeAndre Brown. And the Red Devil offense has really dug themselves out of the hole now, Matt.
Matt, he is so fast. He has been throwing moves on guys that look like they have great position of tackle. I mean, he's just flying past guys. And, man, he's just so elusive.
Man, I don't know how DeAndre Brown only averages 74 yards a game. He's already at 54. So 8:52 left in the second. Don't know why they haven't wound the clock. Chains are already reset. But first down for the Red Devils. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield. Tight end to the left. Felician back. Red Devils lead 7-6. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
8:14 left in the second. Check the Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard. It says Campbell 7 and Mineral Ridge 6. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. 8:14 left in the second. It's been a very quick-moving football game.
Unbelievable.
First quarter took all of 22, 23 minutes.
That may have been the fastest first quarter I've ever called in my life.
I mean, 12 minutes of football in 23 minutes of real time is almost unheard of. All right, 2nd and 1 for the Red Devils. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, tight end right. Felician gets the snap, and we have flags. False start. As actually, that was Jeffrey Driscoll. Like he was going to take the Wildcat snap there.
They're really hurting themselves with penalties. But, even though they hurt themselves with a lot of penalties, they still got a first down. They're still, threatening here with 8:12 left in the second quarter.
So back it up. It'll be 2nd and 6. Ball at the Ridge 47-yard line. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. And Driscoll again on the Wildcat, takes it off right tackle on the quarterback keeper, gets up near the first down. They're going to mark him a yard short. It'll be 3rd and 1.
I believe that was Derek Rackage on the tackle.
So ball at the Ram 42-yard line. The Red Devils need the 41 to get the first down. And it will be Driscoll again at quarterback. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers. Tight end right, 2 running backs. Driscoll going to go to the right. Gets past Chase Moore, but couldn't get past Kamani Johnson-Winford. He's going to lose one on the play. It'll be 4th down. Immediate penetration, Matt.
Yeah, by number of 58 and 52, those guys together are so dangerous. You get away from one, you got another one hunting you.
So now 4th and 2 for the Devils. And Matt, I see personnel changing up. Ricky Felician is back in. And they're lining up to go for it. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side. Sidecar to the left is Brown. Fleetian, back to pass. Under pressure, throws a bomb. Silac ran right into his man, and there's the flag.
He didn't even need it. He didn't even need it. That's why you got to turn your head and look. If he would have turned his head, he wouldn't have got that flag. Well, he wouldn't have fell all over him either.
As drawing the pass interference call was number 8, Jalen Hall.
The Rams had incredible penetration by 3 defensive linemen.
And so, in Ohio high school football, pass interference is 15 yards, but not an automatic first down. But because they did get the yardage, it will be a first down to the 28-yard line. And injury on the play. We have an injured Ram. We're going to go ahead and step aside while they stretch out a cramp. 6:34 left in the second. Rams are down by a point, but the Red Devils are driving. You are listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Welcome back inside Campbell Memorial Stadium. 6:34 left in the second quarter. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Camel 7 and Mineral Ridge 6. They are working on the cramp of one of the linemen for the Rams, but cannot see the jersey number from here.
No.
I think they're stretching out the left leg. So while I have the opportunity, let's take a look, see if we can get a score for the Youngstown Phantoms. Right now, with 3 minutes left in the first, they trail the Muskegon Lumberjacks 1-0. Phantoms 4-0 on the season. All right, Matt says let's go ahead and take another break. So we will be maybe is he going to get up?
He's
getting up. All right, never mind. We're not taking a break.
Is that Chase? I knew it. It looked like him. He looked like, I almost said it looks like a big guy. That might be Chase.
So Chase Moore walking off under his own power after getting that left leg stretched out. So again, Phantoms are 4-0 on the season, looking for the first 5-0 start in team history. But tonight they are facing the defending Clark Cup champion Muskegon Lumberjacks, who are also 4-0 on the young season. All right, back to action. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. Ball at the Ram 28-yard line. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield for Fleetian. And the tight end is to the left. Fleetian hands it off to Brown. He comes near side left. Gets a block. Gets down inside the 20 before he's wrestled out of bounds and then ripped to the ground by number 11.
That is Christian Dunlap. And there was no reason for him to keep holding on. He just wanted to make him pay for it. They were about 6 yards out of bounds. Even his own guys were like, it looked like they were yelling at him, let him go. And then the yellow flag comes.
Well, you see, Matt, the hit did begin in bounds, but you get out of bounds, you got to let the guy go.
He was out of bounds for so long, and he started to turn him, and then he just wanted to get him down.
And, Matt, what I've noticed here is the wide receiver blocking from the Red Devils has been absolutely outstanding, as they are causing the Rams fits on the outside.
And that kind of unselfishness is how you have this type of a running game right now. You turn something in special.
So they're going to put the ball down at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs for Fleetian, tight end left. Going to hand it off to Brown. Going to cut up the middle, but not get very far. Maybe just a gain of 2 down to the 12.
That looked like Chase Moore. He got his way to the inside. man, he just really threw a pop on him. No yards past the line of scrimmage that time.
And Matt, almost no yards for the Red Devils up front, but when they're attacking the edges right now, that they're having obviously a ton of success. So this drive, started at the 15, they backed up to the 3 because of penalties, and now they are on the Mineral Ridge 12-yard line. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, tight end left for Fleecian. Gets the snap, looking right, throwing right behind the intended receiver, and incomplete. Able to get a hand on that was Ben Crumsher, but pass was thrown behind him and the intended receiver.
Yeah, they're lucky. Again, you have a situation where this Camel Red Devil team looks like they're just going to easily put it in the end zone. But as we've seen, as the season, progresses, and that's a good thing with the playoffs coming, this defense bending but not breaking.
So, Matt, if I'm Camel right here, I'm running back to the outside. They have not stopped you running to the outside and getting some solid blocking from the tight end and the wide receiver. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, tight end left. Driscoll is going to take the Wildcat snap. No, it's Fleecian. Back to pass. Looking left, under pressure, rolling right. Looking toward the back of the end zone. Pass is knocked up in the air by Crumsher, and it falls incomplete. Great recovery by Crumsher, Matt. He was beat, but he recovered.
Yeah, I was going to say, great job getting back into that to knock that ball away. As you were saying, he did get beat. I got nervous there for a second. But he came up and made a nice defensive play.
So 4th and 8, and with 5:24 left in the second, Red Devils are going to go for it. At best case scenario, first and goal or a touchdown. Worst case scenario, Rams have to go 89 yards for a touchdown.
Right.
Camel will break the huddle. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Fleecian at quarterback. Sidecar to the left is Brown. Fleecian back to pass, looking right. Pass is incomplete through the hands of the intended receiver. Ben Crumsher there in the corner.
And they went after him, Matt, like 3 or 4 times in a row, and he did not disappoint.
I think that was Kazir Whitfield was the intended target. And Matt Crumsher never turned for the ball, but he put his hand straight up and he jumped and never made contact with the wide receiver. Great defense by Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, they went after him like 3 times in a row, and he wasn't having it.
So 1st and 10 for the Rams, ball at the 12-yard line. 5:18 left in the second quarter. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Camel 7 and Mineral Ridge 6. Ethan Deli at quarterback. Gets the snap, hands it off to Holbrook. Off left guard, puts his head down, still pushing the pile. Pile's still moving, and Dunlap finally goes down at the 18-yard line. Matt, we'll call that a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 upcoming.
This quarter going a lot slower than that first quarter. They're putting the ball up in the air. Very good. Another series of bending but not breaking for this Rams defense. They're starting to hang their hat on that, we may give you some yards, but we're not letting you get in the end zone.
2nd and 4 for the Rams. Deli's still in. Gets the shotgun snap. He's going to keep it to the right. Holbrook, the lead blocker, makes one man miss, runs through a couple more tackles, gets across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Gain of 8 and a first down for Ethan Deli.
I'm going to tell you what, I love when they run that counter tray. It's when they pull the right, that's a counter tray left. They pull the right tackling guard behind the line. The guard kicks out the end. Tackle's supposed to turn it up. First man, usually the linebacker, and they opened up a beautiful hole the left side of the line. Great job.
1st and 10 for the Rams, ball to 26. Deli in the shotgun. He's going to take it again to the left. Gets the corner and then has to squeak under a tackle and will dive forward. Looks like they're only going to give him a gain of 2 on the play out to the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. .405 left in this second quarter. Mineral Ridge gets the second half kickoff, so Matt maybe trying to go 2 for 1 here.
Right.
Deli Hands it off to Bussy. Big hole off the left side before he's finally ripped down from a man laying on his backside. Dino Brown, believe, got Bussy around the ankles. As quickly the Rams are back on to the ball. They'll hand it off to Bussy again, and he'll spin his way for the first down as he needed to, and he got out to the...
Bussy's been doing really well as this season has been progressing. You know, they have that Hydra running back group. You might get one, cut the head off. You got about 5 others, and all of them can run well.
Bussy needed 2. He got 4. 1st and 10 on the 38, 3:20 left in the second. Deli in the shotgun. Takes the handoff to Bussy, but gets hit in the backfield as fighting his way through. If he will stand up and let me see his jersey number.
They're hard to read.
Black numbers on red jerseys are not doing it for me. And then he's got it bunched up too. I think the first number is a 5, but that's all I've got. But it ends up being a 1-yard loss for Ethan Deli. So 2nd and 11.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, the 1-2 plays ago, that was number 0 who got the tackle.
Deli back to pass, looking left, throwing left. It's Anderson trying to use that big frame to break tackles. Still on his feet. And finally, the play gets blown dead. Matt, he never went down, but just as the offensive line was coming to push him across the first down marker is when they finally blew it dead. So it is going to be 3rd and 1 for the
line almost got that first for him.
As they blow it dead, but why, I don't know.
I don't know why either. They were moving forward.
Matt, I think they're fixing the clock again. I don't. Okay, we will step. It looks like somebody has called a timeout. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Home for the Fallen is a local nonprofit dedicated to supporting our at-risk veteran community. We provide job training, emergency assistance, and the tools veterans need to get back on their feet. You can make a difference by joining us at our yearly golf outing. Every swing helps raise money to fund job training, certifications, and vital support for deserving veterans right here at home. Register today at homeforthefallen.com or call 740-391-1959. Together, let's stand up for those who stood up for us.
All right, back at Campbell Memorial Stadium. It was a timeout, Mineral Ridge. They didn't signal it until the timeout was practically over. Deli going to be at quarterback. They're lining up for a shotgun tush push is what it looks like. As Deli gets the snap, goes off left guard, has the first down, still pushes the pile forward, falls across the 50-yard line down to the Camel 47. And it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, that was a booty blowout, man. That line blew those guys way off the ball.
Deli in the shotgun again. Holbrook, sidecar to the right. He takes the handoff, goes off left guard, has a big hole to the 40. And he will get just across the 40. Looks like they're going to give him the 39. We'll call it a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 upcoming for Mineral Ridge. 2:10 left in the quarter. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage, and quickly Holbrook again off left guard, pushing the pile forward down inside the 30. They're going to give him the 26 on a gain of 13 and another first down for Mineral Ridge.
And you got a Campbell Memorial player really slow getting up. It looked like, who was that? One of the linemen, I think it was Kamani Johnson-Winford, pancaked him, boy.
And somebody has called a timeout. We're going to step aside ourselves. 1:59 left in the second. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Looking for an electrician you can trust? For over 49 years, W.T. Leon's Tri-Area Electric Co. Inc. has proudly served Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence counties. We're family and locally owned, offering free estimates, and we're fully bonded and insured. Whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, our team has you covered. Day or night with 24-hour emergency service. Call us today at 330-744-0151 or visit triareaelectric.com. That's Tri-Area Electric, keeping your home and business powered safely since 1976. Tri-Area Electric, power you can count on.
back inside Campbell Memorial Stadium. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball on the Red Devil 26-yard line. Deli in the shotgun. Back to pass. Fakes the pass. Takes it up the middle himself.
Whoa.
To the 20, to the 15. Spins off a tackle. Falls at the 13-yard line. Another 13-yard gain and another first down for the Rams offense.
Deli is so elusive and fast, especially out of that backfield holding that ball, boy.
And quickly back to the line of scrimmage, going off the left side here is Holbrook. Gets down to the 10, and that's where they're going to stop him. It looks like they only gave Deli the 15-yard line. And so as Holbrook carries down to the 10, it is 2nd and 5.
You know, Matt, last week the Rockets actually had him bottled up pretty good. They prepared for him. But, man, he was just out of there quick as hell.
Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield. As Deli hands it off to Holbrook, off left guard. They're pushing the pile down near the 5. I don't know if he got the first down or not. Matt looks like they're going to mark him a yard short at the 6 as we tick to 1:05 left in the quarter.
They got 2 timeouts.
As quickly back to the line of scrimmage, it's Holbrook pushing the pile to the goal line. Touchdown!
Great job by that line and great job by Preston Holbrook. He just kept churning those legs. He shows amazing speed, but then he goes on his normal one as that's incredible power.
Preston Holbrook, a 6-yard touchdown run. This time it will be Steven Gutierrez on to kick the extra point. Deli to hold. And Ethan Deli did it again. The entirety of the Red Devil defensive line jumped in the neutral zone. And, Matt, they're going to go for 2 now after the half the distance to the goal penalty.
You know, they're getting better. This quarterback group are getting better at getting the other defenses to jump off. But, man, nobody was better than Shingledecker.
And it will be Deli to stay at quarterback here for the 2-point conversion. Ball at the 1-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, twins right. Holbrook sidecar to the right. And Deli's going to fake the pass, and he's going to walk untouched into the end zone.
Nice.
What a beautiful play-action fake as Preston Holbrook off the snap, swung out to the right, and Deli pretended to throw the pass out into the flat. Beautiful shoulder fake by Deli, and then he cut off left guard, untouched for the 2-point conversion. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 14 and Camel 7. Back in 30 seconds on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
There are things in this world that we cannot understand. Things we thought were myth. Mysteries that defy reality. And even darker conspiracies. What Lurks Beneath will take you deep into real cases and accounts of the strange and supernatural that will leave you wondering the truth about what's truly around us. You won't want to miss this one.
That took 4:23 off the clock, ended in a 6-yard touchdown run for Preston Holbrook. 2-point conversion from Ethan Deli is good. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 14 and Camel 7. Braylon Calger ready to put the boot to the ball, bring us back to action. Calger drives it deep from the 3-yard line. Ahead comes Brown. He's coming to the near side to the 20, 30, 40, 50, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Man, and guys had angles on him. This is the second time that's happened in the last 2 games.
DeAndre Brown, 97 yards to the house.
What was it, 94 last week?
It was 94.
Yeah, they better get on top of this, man. Stuff like that. You're ahead. You're doing good. You're about to go in for halftime up. Just scored, getting the ball back, and you let them come back.
Ken Addison on to kick the extra point.
Wow.
Some kind of delay. I don't think they had a kicking ball ready, although they just had a kicking ball because we just had a kickoff.
They've had a lot of delays tonight, this crew.
And now Mineral Ridge is calling a timeout on a point after touchdown attempt. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
This one's for Derek Rakic. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams. Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done.
All right, back at Campbell Memorial Stadium, Mineral Ridge had to use a timeout on the Campbell extra point attempt. Again, DeAndre Brown just took a kickoff, 97 yards. And now the extra point is pending for the Red Devils, looking to tie the game here. 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Malachi Tilson to hold. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up, the kick is blocked.
See? They took that for a good reason. Great job.
Matt, that kick was so low, I think it would have hit the back of the offensive line anyway. 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 14 and Campbell 13. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
In today's world, video isn't optional, it's essential. At Full Res Films, we bring your story to life with cinematic quality and creative vision. From corporate videos that inspire, to powerful testimonials that build trust, to breathtaking drone footage that elevates your brand. Whether it's live events, training videos, music videos, or documentaries, our team captures every moment. Don't settle for ordinary, choose Full Res Films, and let's create something amazing together. FullResFilms.com, 216-201-9649.
Buzzman, from a little Ram to one of the senior leaders. Have fun, hit hard, and run fast, number 44. Very proud of you. Love Mimi and Dad.
97-yard kickoff return touchdown for DeAndre Brown. The extra point by Ken Addison was blocked. 37 seconds left in the first half. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 14 and Campbell 13. And it will be Ken Addison to put the boot to the ball, bring us back to action. All right, Addison has the hand in the air, and he drives it toward the sidelines. It's going to go out of bounds. No! And the Rams are just going to fall on it, going turtle on top of it at the 20-yard line is Thomas Kanowski, as unable to handle it initially was James Jordan. So ball at the, looks like that officially will be the 21 with 35 seconds left, and we'll see what Andy Hake has up his sleeve here with still one timeout left in the half.
I mean, you know what, Coach Hake, even though you have 35 seconds, he's definitely, with these players, with those receivers, going to take a shot at it.
Bingham back at quarterback. Shotgun for wide receivers. Trips left. Sidecar to left is Holbrook. Bingham back to pass. Looking left. Throwing left. Has Schaefer. 20, 25, and out of bounds at the 27-yard line. That took 6 seconds off the clock.
So still plenty of time. Coach Hake is not shook or nervous at all. He knows that one of these, like I said, receivers with their knockout speed can end up catching one, making a move and gone.
You know, Matt, I'd love to see that tunnel screen that they ran all the time last year to Jesse Rossi. Yeah. Or sorry, John Rossi. We have Jesse now.
Yeah, Jesse's here.
All right, Bingham back to pass again. Looking across the middle, has Kanowski made a catch and took a lick. Delivering that hit was safety Jeff Driscoll, but Kanowski held onto the ball at the 40. Gain of 13 and a first down. And Bingham spikes the ball with 19 seconds left.
And not only kept the ball, stood straight up, showed he wasn't shook by that hit, held the ball up on the air. Now first down.
So now second down after the spike by Bingham. 19 seconds left in the second quarter. So, Matt, they need to get about to the 18-yard line for Gutierrez to be able to attempt a field goal. His range is about 35 yards. Shotgun for wide receivers, twins to each side. Bingham back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Flush to the left. Pass toward Kanowski, out of his reach, incomplete.
And he's upset he dropped that ball because he put it right there.
12 seconds left. That one took 7 seconds off the clock. As they're looking for Kanowski out near midfield. So, again, ball is at the Ram 40-yard line. 12 seconds left in the half. Middle Ridge will receive the second half kickoff. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side. Sidecar to left is Holbrook for Bingham, who takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking left, throws a little screen to Holbrook. Holbrook ahead, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, and pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line with 2 seconds.
Of course, they kept the clock running an extra second. They're going to have to add one on there. He was out of bounds, and the clock kept going. They might even add 2 more seconds.
So down to the 25, Matt. I think they needed about 10 more yards to be able to kick a field goal here. And now another second is ticked off the clock. They've run it down to 1. Andy Hake's going to spend his last time out, but let's keep it here and let's talk about this.
Well, as I was saying, I think you didn't hear me talking. It was actually, he went out of bounds and it went from 3 to 1. So nobody is yelling to put any time on the clock. He definitely had 3 seconds before he went out of bounds.
Beautiful play call by Andy Hake's staff.
and Preston Holbrook's speed. Again, we've been seeing power from him since his sophomore year. But the speed that he's showing this year is just unbelievable.
Matt, I thought they were going to get him at about either the 50 or the 40 because it looked like there were a pair of tacklers. Mm-hmm. He split right between them.
Yep. Pulled away.
And then took off down the sideline. Only the speed of the Campbell secondary was able to keep him out of the end zone. All right, it is going to be Gucci. No, I'm sorry. That is Calgar is going to try the field goal. And this will be 42 yards. Deli to hold. Snap back. Ball down. The kick is up. The kick is short. And wide to the left. So at halftime, the Dunlap & Son Plumbing scoreboard says Middle Ridge 14 and Campbell 13. Middle Ridge will receive the second half kickoff. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a couple minutes for a timeout. When we come back, we will have the halftime report here for you on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Looking for an electrician you can trust? For over 49 years, W.T. Leon's Tri-Area Electric Company, Inc. has proudly served Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence counties. We're family and locally owned, offering free estimates, and we're fully bonded and insured. Whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, our team has got you covered day or night with 24-hour emergency service. Call us today at 330-744-0151 or visit triareaelectric.com. That's Tri-Area Electric, keeping your home and business powered safely since 1976. Planet 412 is your channel through the veil, where cryptids walk, UFOs soar, and the paranormal whispers in the dark. From chilling storytelling, eerie narrations, and on-location investigations, to live streams, exclusive interviews, and shocking reviews of the bizarre, Planet 412 is your front row seat to the supernatural. Subscribe now, Planet 412 on YouTube. Do you believe?
There are things in this world that we cannot understand. Things we thought were myth. Mysteries that defy reality. And even darker conspiracies. What Lurks Beneath will take you deep into real cases and accounts of the strange and supernatural that will leave you wondering the truth about what's truly around us. You won't want to miss this one.
Welcome back into Campbell Memorial Stadium for the halftime report. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. You're tuning into the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting, presented by Just Football with Matt Emch on YouTube. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says here at halftime, Mineral Ridge 14 and Campbell Memorial 13. 36-yard touchdown pass from Ricky Fleetion to Demetrius Lambert opened the scoring for us. Extra point from Ken Addison was good. 7-0 Red Devils. Ensuing drive for Mineral Ridge, a 4-yard touchdown run from Preston Holbrook. The 2-point conversion from Ethan Deli was no good, and Campbell retained the lead, but it was 7-6. Next possession for Mineral Ridge after a deep drive by Campbell where they took the ball from the 3 all the way down to the Mineral Ridge 11-yard line, but that's where the drive stopped. Mineral Ridge took it 14 plays and 88 yards for a 6-yard touchdown run by Preston Holbrook. This time the 2-point conversion from Ethan Deli was good, and Mineral Ridge led 14-7. But on the ensuing kickoff, DeAndre Brown runs it back for 6, 97 yards to the house. Extra point from Ken Addison was blocked, and that is how we got to our 14-13 score. Mineral Ridge will receive the second half kickoff. Individual statistics for Mineral Ridge: Landon Bingham 3 of 5 passing for 54 yards. Ethan Deli 1 for 1 passing for 10 yards. Ethan Deli 5 carries for 26 yards. Chandler Bussey 4 carries for 19 yards. Preston Holbrook 14 carries for 85 yards, an average of 6.1 per carry, and 2 touchdowns. Caden Schaefer 1 catch for 6 yards. Thomas Kanowski 1 catch for 13 yards. Nick Anderson 1 catch for 10. Preston Holbrook 1 catch for 35. For the Red Devils, Ricky Fleetion 2 for 7 passing for 46 yards and a touchdown. Demetrius Lambert has both catches for those 46 yards and the touchdown. DeAndre Brown, 8 carries for 66 yards with a long at 25. Jeff Driscoll, 4 carries for 13 yards. Demetrius Lambert, 1 carry for 9 yards. And Fleetion has 2 carries for -2. Taking a look at the overall statistics, Ridge has a 13-5 edge in first downs. They are 5 for 6 on third down. The Red Devils are 2 for 6. They're also 1 for 2 on fourth down. Ridge has not attempted a fourth down conversion here this evening. Total yards 194 to 132 in favor of Mineral Ridge. Rushing yards 130 for Ridge, 86 for Campbell. Penalties 5 on each side, 35 penalty yards against Mineral Ridge, 25 penalty yards against Campbell. No turnovers so far in today's game. Rams are 0 for 1 on a field goal. Braylon Cowger tried a 42-yarder at the first half buzzer. It was short and wide to the left. Each side has punted once. 43 punt yards for Christian Dunlap, 34 punt yards for Ricky Fleetion. Matt, while they celebrate the Campbell homecoming court, your thoughts on the first half?
You know, a lot of good things I saw from the Rams, but definitely some things they need to correct. I mean, of course, as the season goes, you always have lots of room for improvement. They're only in week 7, with Campbell being one of the obviously better teams that they played in the last few weeks. Campbell definitely has a lot of talent. They're a play away from winning in this game. But Mineral Ridge just needs to do a lot of the little things that they're not doing, like not following through on tackles. The coverage on kickoffs, obviously, even though you put the Maluka on them last week, because they weren't having anything until you said that, too. Right after you said it, that's when the guy from Louisville scored.
I said it in the first half. He returned the kick in the second, okay?
Yeah, so, but, with all seriousness, they just need to, start being better with their coverage. Coach Hake has obviously got his work cut out for them, go back to some of the basics on certain things, but then they're playing lights out in other ways. That offensive and defensive line are really becoming, a nightmare for each side of the ball. They are doing a great job. Quarterback is still kind of, turning into something. Delhi is just so good at running the ball. He's so fast. Preston Holbrook, again, already. I mean, last week he was one of our players of the game, and he just was phenomenal in the first half. His speed, like I said before, everybody knows number 44 can run downhill and run guys over and make them not want to hit him. But the speed that he has, gained this year, for me, I'm just like, wow. Especially last week, he came out of the backfield in that fourth down play. It's the fastest I've ever seen him run. And a lot of good things. Just like I said, got to go back to basics on some of the things.
So Holbrook now up over 500, almost to 600 yards on the season, and he is now up to 9 touchdowns. Matt, some out-of-town scores.
We get this from I like to look at the overtime report. Let's see if they have it, where it needs to be. Austintown Fitch and Massillon Perry at half, 0-0. Boardman and Warren Harding at half. Warren Harding up 3-0. Boardman playing hard against the Raiders. Second quarter, Brookfield 20, LeBray 7. Canfield 20, Louisville 7 in the second. Champion 14, Southeast 14 in the second. Cardinal Mooney at half is up 10-0 on Cheney. Matthews up 28-0 on in the second quarter on Cardinal. Danbury 48, Sebring nothing at halftime. Let's see here. Brook, West Virginia. That's a team I remember from high school. Brook, West Virginia, East Liverpool 0-0. East Palestine losing 28-18 to United Local. Steubenville and Farrell knotted up at 0 in the second. Garrettsville, Garfield losing to that strong Liberty team. Coach Prologo doing a good job with the Leopards this year, his first year, 21-6 at half. Also at half, Girard up 28-7 on South Range. Man, the Raiders are having a tough time this year. They're missing their coach. Let's see, Grove City and Sharon knotted up at 0-0. That's in the first. Hubbard up 21-0 in the second on Howland. Latonia 14, Southern Local 6 in the second. West Branch 49-0 on Marlington at half. Lowellville and McDonald knotted up 14 in the second quarter. That's an interesting score, obviously. Mineral Ridge, that's their rival. They'll be seeing them in Week 10 at home.
And a pair of Division 7 schools there as well as Lowellville, finding themselves down near the bottom of Region 25. Matt, we haven't talked about playoff ranks at all. They're starting to come out.
Yep.
Ridge right now here in as we start Week 7, checking in at, I believe, 8th place in Region 21. Prime playoff position. 8th is the last spot you can be in to get a home game.
Right, they got rid of some of them. But,
Matt, there are just decimal points of computer points separating I think slot 6 from slot 8.
Mm-hmm.
I think 5 is a little bit higher as I was looking at them earlier this afternoon, but there are spots where Ridge can make up some ground. Obviously, you want to see United keep winning.
Yeah.
You want to see Pie Valley keep winning. Those two teams can help Mineral Ridge immensely with the computer points. Checking in for some scores from out my way. My Riverside Panthers beating the Freedom Bulldogs 14-7 in the second quarter. And right now, Canton McKinley has a 14-7 lead over my Hoover Vikings. Hoover checking in undefeated here in Week 7, coming in at 6-0. Canton McKinley, however, checking in at 5-1.
Got a few more scores for you that just popped up. Crestview beating Newton Falls 40-0 at halftime. And, oh, boy, the Red Dragons just terrible this year. Poland 35-0 at half. Not as bad as I guess as it could be. Salem 27, Minerva 3 at half. Struthers and Lakeview up 13-8 at halftime. Here's a game that we want to keep also watching. Jackson Milton 13-0 over Waterloo in the second. And then another one, Western Reserve 6, Springfield 0 in the second.
All right. While we have the opportunity, why don't we go ahead and check in on those rankings for Region 21. Coming as a surprise to absolutely nobody, Kirtland checking in at the 1 seed in Division 6, Region 21.
Really?
You're shocked, I can tell. 13.63 points there for Kirtland, checking in at second. Undefeated Crestview at 6-0, 12.26 points. At third, United, who was on Ridge's schedule earlier in the season. They're at 10.03. At number 4, Smithville, they're 5-1 at 8.9. Number 5, Columbia Station, 6-0. They are at 8.7. And now, Matt, here's where it starts to get interesting. Dalton at number 6 at 4-2. They're at 8.5. Number 7, Garraway at 7.8. And then number 8, Ridge, 7.777. So just decimal points behind Garraway. Yep. And then you're right there to get to Dalton. So, pending results, could we see Mineral Ridge move up? But again, the 8 seed will get a first-round home game. But, Matt, your prize for winning that home game would be to face Kirtland in the second round.
Yeah, definitely. Unless, something happens, the stars align and frequencies match with some superhuman beings, they could take that win. Man, I would not want to see them in Week 1.
So checking in at 9 is Cuyahoga Heights at 7.4. Number 10, Wycliffe at 6.9. Number 11, Rootstown at 5.8. And in the final playoff spot right now is Springfield at 3-2 with 5.63 computer points. Rittman at 13 with 5.18. Campbell Memorial checking in at 14 with 3.8. Grand Valley at number 15. They're at 3-3 record, and they're at 3.8 computer points. And then coming in at number 16 is LeBray at 3.74.
Interesting. And, obviously, this being Week 7, those things are going to change up numerous times. But you got to keep yourself winning. You do not want to have any problems. You really want to hope and depend on, and can't do anything about it, but hope that those teams that you've beat keep winning too. Ridge better, keep their stuff going and get on top of those little things. Like I said, the tackling and the kickoff coverage, because, with those playoffs creeping up, being at number 8, you want to start moving. You don't want to stick there.
Again, just the top 12 seeds making the playoffs this year, the OHSAA trimming things down. Taking a look at Division 7, Region 25, McDonald checking in at number 3. They're, of course, undefeated, and they're at 8.7 computer points. Malvern, number 4. East Palestine, number 5. Jackson Milton checking in at 10. Western Reserve checking in at 14. Latonia 15 and Lowville 16. So right now, Lowville, probably putting up their best game of the season right now as they are taking on McDonald.
Yeah, and, my point about them being at number 8 is, like I said before, it's going to move. Those things are going to flux and teams are going to move around. You want to move down, man. You want to be safe. You don't want to be in those upper tiers, and then all of a sudden, teams you beat are not really doing anything. They're losing, and then, you have maybe a tough loss. You could be out of the playoffs.
4 minutes left here in the halftime. So we're going to go ahead, step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half kickoff. You've been listening to the Halftime Report. Here is part of the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Home for the Fallen is a local nonprofit dedicated to supporting our at-risk veteran community. We provide job training, emergency assistance, and the tools veterans need to get back on their feet. You can make a difference by joining us at our yearly golf outing. Every swing helps raise money to fund job training, certifications, and vital support for deserving veterans right here at home. Register today at homeforthefallen.com or call 740-391-1959. Together, let's stand up for those who stood up for us.
Looking for an electrician you can trust? For over 49 years, W.T. Leon's Tri-Area Electric Co. Inc. has proudly served Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence counties. We're family and locally owned, offering free estimates, and we're fully bonded and insured. Whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, our team has you covered. Day or night with 24-hour emergency service. Call us today at 330-744-0151 or visit triareaelectric.com. That's Tri-Area Electric, keeping your home and business powered safely since 1976. Tri-Area Electric, power you can count on.
Dunlap & Son Plumbing is a local business that repairs water and drain lines, and they are also state certified to install backflow devices. If you need installation for faucets, toilets, and water heaters, Dunlap & Son Plumbing are the ones to call. They are fully bonded and insured, offer a full 24-hour emergency service, and able to give you free estimates for all your plumbing needs. Call Dunlap & Son Plumbing at 330-718-8650 or 330-406-8820.
Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive. Their mission is simple: honest, reliable, and reputable service in a family-oriented environment where you'll always feel informed and confident about your repair and maintenance needs. From new tires and oil changes to batteries, fluid pumps, and more, they value long-lasting relationships with their customers, community, and suppliers. Call 330-349-0111 or stop in today. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive, keeping you and your family on the road.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurix Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at JessesDairyCove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Do you crave mysteries? Are you fascinated by the unexplained? Then summon your courage and plunge into the deep, dark abyss of what lurks beneath. A YouTube channel that dives into the unexplained, the supernatural, eyewitness reports, and more. The real question is, can you handle the truth? Simply search What Lurks Beneath on YouTube, if you think you're brave enough.
Buzzman, from a little ram to one of the senior leaders. Have fun, hit hard, and run fast, number 44. Very proud of you. Love, Mimi and Dad. This one's for Derek Rakic. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams. Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done.
In today's world, video isn't optional, it's essential. At Full Res Films, we bring your story to life with cinematic quality and creative vision. From corporate videos that inspire to powerful testimonials that build trust to breathtaking drone footage that elevates your brand. Whether it's live events, training videos, music videos, or documentaries, our team captures every moment. Don't settle for ordinary, choose Full Res Films, and let's create something amazing together. FullResFilms.com, 216-201-9649.
Welcome back to Campbell Memorial Stadium for the second half kickoff. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 14 and Camel 13. Mineral Ridge to receive the kickoff. Back to receive, it's like Silac and Kanowski. Oh, I'm sorry, Silac and Bussey. All right, third try. Schaefer and Bussey. Final answer. Addison, right hand in the air as Ridge up near the 50, expecting the onside kick. Addison pooches it short to the right. Schaefer running start to the 30, 40.
Oh,
big high hit. Caught some forearms up near the collarbone as he fell forward to the 45-yard line.
He ran into his own man, and whoever he ran into is down still. He's I can't see the number.
That is Christian Dunlap.
Yeah, he ran right in there. That's who he hit. That's who took him down. And Christian immediately dropped, and he's feeling that one.
So we're going to step aside while the trainers attend to Christian Dunlap. 11:55 left in the third. 14-13 Ridge. Back in a minute here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive. Their mission is simple. Honest, reliable, and reputable service in a family-oriented environment where you'll always feel informed and confident about your repair and maintenance needs. From new tires and oil changes to batteries, fluid pumps, and more, they value long-lasting relationships with their customers, community, and suppliers. Call 330-349-0111 or stop in today. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive, keeping you and your family on the road.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Dunlap and Son Plumbing is a local business that repairs water and drain lines, and they are also state certified to install backflow devices. If you need installation for faucets, toilets, and water heaters, Dunlap and Son Plumbing are the ones to call. They are fully bonded and insured, offer a full 24-hour emergency service, and able to give you free estimates for all your plumbing needs. Call Dunlap and Son Plumbing at 330-718-8650 or 330-406-8820.
All right, Christian Dunlap is up and standing right now, talking things over with our referee this evening. Don't know if our referee is, state certified in concussion testing or not, but Christian was down there on his back for a couple of minutes, then got to a sitting position and now able to stand up.
I told you he got really hit.
And our official gesticulating to Christian, maybe laying down the law, like, son, do not go out there and risk your health. You are a young man, with a bright future ahead of you.
Absolutely.
All right, Dunlap walking over to the sideline under his own power, just ripped his skull cap off. Matt, I wonder if Dunlap is done for the evening.
I think he is.
And you know what, Matt? There's no reason he shouldn't.
No. Like you said, he has a bright future. He's just a junior. No reason to put him back in there and have something really serious happen.
So, first possession of the second half upcoming. And beautiful field position for Ridge with the ball at the 44-yard line. It'll be Landon Bingham at quarterback as the Rams will huddle up. All right, Ridge breaks the huddle quickly to the line of scrimmage. One wide receiver, 3 tight ends, 1 running back, which is Schaefer. But cutting through to cut him down in the backfield is number 4, Dino Brown. Matt, Dino Brown came up from his secondary position, cut right through the trenches, and got Schaefer in the backfield.
Yeah, he did a great job reading that and following through. Great tackle.
It'll be a loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13 for the Rams as they attack from left to right here in the third quarter. Be Holbrook off the left side, pushing the pile forward. He'll get that yardage back and maybe get 1 or 2 more. We'll call it 3rd and 8, ball at the 46. $11:05 left in this third quarter as Holbrook nearing the 100-yard plateau once more. 3rd and 8 for the Rams. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and whoa, my goodness, blowing through the middle of the offensive line. One of the Campbell linemen pushed right over the
Bingham
center. That was number 51, Justin Sudetic, who, Matt, I don't even think we need to give him an Emmy for acting because he just, the defensive tackle just took his shoulder pads, pushed him right down.
I think Bingham might have got tripped up by him getting thrown down because I saw Bingham getting up too. That's why I said his name.
All right, so now 3rd and 3. Quick snap and a quick handoff to Holbrook, pushing the pile forward and gets the first down. Matt, he was met at the line of scrimmage and pushed forward for 5 yards.
Yeah, he did a great job getting that penetration on the defense. He's just so strong.
All right, they're only going to give him the 45, but he needed the 46 for the first down. So needed 3 and got 4. 1st and 10 for Ridge. 10:30 left in the third as Holbrook is at 94 yards rushing for the game. Quickly to the line of scrimmage come the Rams. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 3 tight ends, and a running back. That is Holbrook, who got hit in the backfield, but he's able to spin forward back to the line of scrimmage. As again, from the secondary, Matt, they came on the run blitz, and this might be a good time for Andy Hake to fake that handoff to Holbrook, roll Bingham out, and see if you can hit somebody downfield.
Yeah, and Coach Hake has called those fakes at the right time where they've gotten some big plays or touchdowns off of that this season.
So 2nd and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers. Sidecar to the left is Holbrook. Bingham, back to pass, looking left, throwing left. The pass is complete to Schaefer, and he'll get the first down as he falls forward to the 31-yard line on a gain of 14.
Great job. As you talked about, time to switch it up a little bit. They got the pass out there, first down, fresh set of downs.
Schaefer, his 2nd catch of the night. Caden, 2 catches for 20 yards. 1st and 10 at the 31. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, twins left. Bingham hands it off to Bussey on the counter. Gets through the right side and down to the 27, maybe the 26. We'll see where they end up putting it down. But a solid gain on first for Chandler Bussey.
You know, Bussey is just like one step away from breaking it. He takes the ball off. He has great, speed and strength, but he's been getting caught up. We're going to see him break one.
They did give him 5, so shotgun again, and now Bussy again on the counter, up the middle, but this time he hits resistance and only gets a gain of 2 down to the 24. It will be 3rd down for Mineral Ridge.
Yeah, he took a nice hit by number 50, Caden Thomas, the junior defensive lineman.
Ridge 6 for 7 on 3rd down tonight, 8:40 left in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 3, ball at the 24, they need the 21. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. As jumping offside are the Red Devils. Matt, they came up, they were trying to show pressure, but stepping into the neutral zone was Kazir Whitfield.
Yeah, great job by the Rams staying down, not getting too excited. Let the defensive lineman do it and get that 5 yards out of them.
So with the 5 yards, the ball goes down to the 19-yard line, and it is 1st and 10 for Mineral Ridge. 8:20 left here in the 3rd as we have our opening drive of the 2nd half. Hand off to Holbrook, off left guard. Dances out of a tackle, but they got enough of him to make him just have to fall forward down to the 17-yard line for a gain of 2. And getting him by the ankles was number 50, Caden Thomas.
Yeah, he's having a good game. I've been watching number 50 all game so far, and he's playing very strong. He gets off of tackles really well. A lean inner defensive lineman. I like him.
2nd and 8, ball at the 17. Bingham, back to pass. No, it's a counter hand off to Holbrook off the right side, squirts through a hole down near the 1st down. He might have it at the 9-yard line. He does. It's 1st and goal.
Nice series by the Rams, just driving down. Their offensive line is starting to get into that defensive line like they've done to so many teams this year. You know, that's what will affect them as this game progresses. You get into that 4th quarter. If they keep playing like this, you're going to start seeing those Red Devils with their heads down.
1st and goal for the Rams. They're in the Maryland I. Bingham under center. Hands it to the middleman. That's Basista going off left tackle. Down inside the 5. Still up. Still pushing the pile. They're going to give him the 4. A 5-yard gain on 1st down. 2nd and goal upcoming from the 4-yard line.
And you know what else is good, Matt, is they have a long, sustained drive. You know, you're getting those ticks off the clock. And, if you get a score, that's, very good for the Rams. Less time for the Red Devils to get the score back up.
And they're actually going to give Basista the 3. Quickly back to the line. They line up for the push. Bingham pushing the pile into the end zone. Touchdown, Ridge.
That was a truck push there, Matt. They just drove every single one of those defensive linemen and the linebackers on the line of scrimmage way back about 5 yards into the end zone.
Landon Bingham. If I can find the right page on my stats, I'll tell you if he has any rushing touchdowns this year.
Man, I love that offensive line, man.
Steven Gutierrez on for the extra point. That is the 2nd rushing touchdown of the season for Bingham. Delhi to hold as we get a late man coming onto the field to line up for the extra point. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up, and the kick was blocked, but we have a false start on Mineral Ridge. And Matt, honestly, I think it was Delhi. He was faking a couple of times, head bob going, which you cannot do.
Well, there's a lot of schools these days that have, the scoreboard with replays. Unfortunately, they don't have it here. But I know that they were a little bit off because Dax Dota, number 16, was the guy who was late getting in the game.
So, extra point will go back 5 yards. Delhi to hold, Gutierrez to kick. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up. The kick is good. With 6:42 left in the 3rd quarter, Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 21 and Campbell 13 back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done.
A 12-play, 56-yard drive that took 5:05 off the clock ended in a 3-yard touchdown run for Landon Bingham. Steven Gutierrez's extra point was good. 6:42 left in the third. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 21 and Campbell 13. Braylon Cowger drives it high and short. Is it going to stay in bounds? No! Trying to blaze down that sideline was Caden Schaefer.
He was close.
I mean, Matt, he was only about maybe 10 feet from grabbing that ball and getting a touchdown.
Yep. Man, that's just too bad, man. And nobody's more upset about it than he is.
So on the kick out of bounds, they're going to put it down at the 40-yard line, 35. Where are they going to put it?
Looks like the 35.
35-yard line. So 1st and 10, ball at the 35. Shotgun. And keeping it. Coming near side is Felician. But he's only going to get a gain of about 2 on the play out to the 37-yard line. So 2nd and 8 upcoming. For Camel as they now trail by 8. Red Devils break the huddle. And it'll be shotgun, 2 wide receivers, tight end right, 2 in the backfield with Felician. Sidecar to his left is Brown. And it will be Brown taking the delayed handoff, trying to get up the middle. Only going to get about 1 on the play. Matt, I can hear Campbell fans screaming for a horse collar tackle, but you cannot horse collar a runner going between the tackles.
No. And number 9, Phoenix Walker, is the one who got to him. He was really, dedicated to get to him. He had his arms out the whole time, and I was glad to see he got it. But as you said, Matt, no horse collar.
5:20 and moving on the third quarter clock. I'm going to call it 3rd and 7, ball at the 38-yard line. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side. Sidecar to the left of Felician is Brown. Felician back to pass. Now he steps up. Now he's going to try to run, but he's going to get wrapped up, and he's going to go down as
Derek Rakic.
Derek Rakic was one of them, getting him also around the ankles. Was number 54.
That is
John Colt.
Yeah, Johnny Colt, man, they blasted him. He got double slammed. Boy, he is definitely seeing stars.
Loss back to the 36. So just a loss of 2 on the play, but it will be 4th down. And it'll be Felician a punt. Low spiral kick.
Good penetration.
And Kanowski will grab it at the 34. Comes far side to the 40. And gets out to about the 43, maybe the 44-yard line.
Good penetration. I feel like they're going to get one soon in the next game or two, maybe even this one. That first one, they got that great penetration. And right there, they got a couple players really close to doing it.
9-yard return for Kanowski. 4:10 left in the third, and Ridge looking to build on this 8-point lead as they will get their second possession of the second half. It'll be Delhi leading out the offense for Mineral Ridge. They'll come right to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and 2 running backs in the backfield, Rakic and Holbrook. Holbrook sidecar to the right of Delhi. And they'll run Holbrook on the counter, off left guard, pushing the pile forward, still pushing the pile. Holbrook still pushing. My goodness. Matt, he pushed that pile for 10 yards.
Yeah, I was just going to say at least 10 yards. And that time, because it was moving so fast, even though there were that many as last time players trying to stop him, refs let him go.
And, Matt, they're going to call that a 14-yard gain down to the 42 of the Red Devils as Preston Holbrook. Now 20 carries for 118 yards and 2 touchdowns here on the night.
Very impressive.
1st and 10 for Mineral Ridge, 3:45 left in the quarter. They'll break the huddle in the shotgun. 3 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and running back to left of Delhi is Holbrook. And Delhi's going to roll left. Has a man. It's Schaefer. Had to wait for it to come down. He made the catch.
Did he catch it? No, it went out on the track.
He ended up going through his arms and incomplete. Looked like Caden Schaefer had made the catch as Ethan Delhi underthrew the speedy Caden Schaefer. Man, if that ball's out in front, walk-in touchdown.
100%. I was just going to say he had those 2 guys beat. And he almost caught it. Unfortunately, I think what happened is he caught it, and he hit the ground. It came out, rolled into the track.
Thought he had it when he came down, but maybe he, like you said, he landed on top of the ball and ended up dropping it. All right, 2nd and 10. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the right. Delhi fakes the little flat pass to Bussey and then goes off left guard as he'll carry it ahead by himself, and he will get down to the 36-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 6. It's 3rd and 4. You know, Matt, that shoulder fake that Delhi does, it's absolutely devastating.
Yes, it is.
And with, the man wide open in the flat, you have to honor it.
Yeah, you do. And his speed is just so phenomenal. Even if the defender, reads it and he comes to make a tackle, he just steps in and is so quick. It's so hard to get a beat on.
3rd and 4 for the Rams. They are going to give it to Holbrook on the counter, pushing the pile forward. Has the first down as he's still on his feet, dragging tacklers down inside the 25. Flag on the play.
That's going to be against Campbell.
As a pair of flags came late as Holbrook carried all the way down to the 20. Matt, if we were tracking yards after contact, that was 15 yards after contact.
Easy. And you know what? Campbell is really dejected right now. They cannot stop the run. I've been part of teams at Ursuline and YSU on our 4 national championship runs where we just started, just dominating and teams could not stop it. It really affects them mentally.
And, Matt, looks like they are going to call this on Ridge. Maybe a hold right at the point of the tackle, but
it looked like a personal foul on I couldn't see the number after the play. One of the Campbell players came and hit one of the Rams behind the back, and he laid on the ground when he hit. He looked up at the ref and he was like
But so still 1st and 10 as the flag was way downfield. Delhi gets the snap and then keeps it after the play action fake to Holbrook. Delhi off left guard down to the 20-yard line on the gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Ethan Delhi now 7 carries for 40 yards as we hit 2:20 left in the 3rd quarter. And Matt, Ridge just taking the air out of the ball here in the 2nd half.
Yeah.
Opening drive was 5 minutes. They've already had the ball for 4 minutes here on this 2nd drive. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers coming in motion is Schaefer. He'll take it on the jet handoff. Gas the left corner to the 15. Hits the spin move, and that's where he gets wrapped up as he got to the 14-yard line. 6-yard carry and a 1st down for Mineral Ridge.
Yeah, he turned the corner. He tried to make a little move. I think that might have been number 50 again, and that is
Caden Thomas, I think.
Thank you. as the fan blows my papers. He's had a great game. Didn't get anything more than it looked like maybe he'd turn the corner and get more yards, but he didn't.
And remember, Schaefer had just a negative carry in the first half, so now just 2 carries for just 3 yards for Schaefer on the game. It is Schaefer in the backfield to the right of Deli. Deli fakes that pass, cuts up the middle, has the 10, has the 5, and that's where he goes down just short of the first down marker. In fact, they're going to mark him at the 6. As Deli again with that shoulder fake, Matt.
He did, but, man, he took a hit, too. And who was it? It was number 50 again.
Caden Thomas has been one of the best defensive performers for the Red Devils tonight by far.
Yeah, he really throwing some mean hits out there.
All right, Maryland I for Ridge. Deli under center. Turns and gives it to the up man. That's Basista off left guard toward the goal line. Down at the 1. It's first and goal.
And again, this is just dejection for this defensive line, this whole defensive unit not being able to stop the run. It's just very frustrating. I'm thankful I was never on a team that had that done to them. But, man, I was on them that did it. And just guys' heads go down, hands go on the hips. They just want to get out of there.
Lining up for the tush push. Deli under center. Pushing the pile forward. Squeaks over the pile to the left side. Touchdown.
Domination.
As Ethan Deli was trying up the middle, Red Devils had it plugged, Matt, but then Deli noticed I can just kind of fall off the left side of this pile and get to the end zone, and that's exactly what he did for Ethan Deli, his 4th rushing touchdown of the season.
And, he's 5'11", 200 pounds. He's not a little guy. He's tall. He looks, excuse me, he looks maybe a little lanky, but he's not. He's very muscular.
Gutierrez for the extra point, Deli to hold. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up. The kick is good. With 1:03 left in the third quarter, Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 28 and Campbell 13. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
There are things in this world that we cannot understand. Things we thought were myth. Mysteries that defy reality. And even darker conspiracies. What Lurks Beneath will take you deep into real cases and accounts of the strange and supernatural that will leave you wondering the truth about what's truly around us. You won't want to miss this one.
This one's for Derek Rakic. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams. Buzzman, from a little Ram to one of the senior leaders. Have fun, hit hard, and run fast, number 44. Very proud of you. Love Mimi and Dad.
An 8-play, 56-yard drive that ended in a 1-yard touchdown run for Ethan Deli. Steven Gutierrez's extra point was good. 1:03 left in the third. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 28 and Campbell 13. It is Gutierrez for the kick, and this time it's a short onside. Ball is loose. Are the Rams on top of it? They are!
Wow. Oh, wow, that was huge. Campbell was not ready for it.
Gutierrez almost recovered it himself. I did not see which Ram came off the bottom of the pile with it, but Mineral Ridge is going to take over at the Camel 46-yard line.
I'm watching where the players are jumping up on the one. I saw number 16 was next to a player. I don't know if it was Derek Rakic.
I could not tell you who was there in the middle. All I know is Mineral Ridge fell on top of it with 59 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Wow, what a huge play.
And when I saw Gutierrez, I'm like, wait a minute, is something up? And sure enough, all right, it will be Bingham at quarterback. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs in the backfield. Bingham back to pass, looking across the middle, now looking deep. Has Anderson, but overshot him. Anderson on the post.
Wide open.
Caleb Boudre beats, but
too much on it. That's been That's been Bingham's downfall. Is he's a big, strong guy, but he's putting too much meat on those passes. If he could just get a little more precise, he needs to start doing extra passing trees when practice is over. Everybody's gone home. Get your receivers, get a little more precise.
And, Matt, you got to get it up there to overshoot Nick Anderson.
Yeah.
He's a big boy. All right, 2nd and 10, ball to 46. You're going to hand it off to Bussey on the wraparound. And Bussey squeezing through tackles. He's going to get a gain of 9. It's 3rd and 1.
And you have this defensive line. That's the last thing they wanted to see as the Rams get the ball back and see that O-line line up.
Quickly
again.
back to the line of scrimmage they come. And Bussey's going to get the first down as he's down to the 30-yard line.
I told you, Bussey, he's just waited. Now he's getting his chance. He's starting to get nice touches and some yardage.
That was a 7-yard gain for Bussey, and we'll see if the Rams run another play here in the quarter. They do not have to.
Yeah, Coach Hake doesn't seem like he cares about the clock too much.
And, Matt, I think that Campbell might have been flagged for 12 men on the field. I think the Ridge is going to decline the penalty and take the yardage.
Yeah, absolutely. I would too. I mean, what's the point of running the same play over?
So 1st and 10, ball at the 31-yard line. Bingham back to pass, looking right, throwing right, has Anderson, shoves his man down, breaks the tackle, gets down to the 18-yard line.
One of our players of the game last week, he is just so powerful. He gets over those players, and he is just a big boy. I'm sorry, that was it? Was that? I'm sorry.
It was Nick Anderson.
Yeah, it was. Thank you. I couldn't see the wood side. I'm like, oh, God, don't tell me I'm saying the wrong player. Yes, he had a great game last week at that huge catch for a touchdown.
20 seconds left in the quarter. Bingham back to pass. Fakes left. Has Schaefer looking for the front pylon. Leaping catch for the touchdown.
Wow. What a beautiful pass and a beautiful catch.
And, Matt, the defensive back never turned his head to see the football as Bingham went back shoulder for Caden Schaefer, who made the leaping grab with 9 seconds left in the quarter.
I think Bingham heard me talk about his precision, and he said, there you go, Matt. Great job. What a catch, too.
Caden Schaefer, his 4th receiving touchdown of the season for Landon Bingham, his 4th passing touchdown. Steven Gutierrez on for the extra point.
He did that up in the air with his back turned to the back of the end zone, catching it beautifully.
Snap back, ball down. The kick is up. The kick looks good, but we have flags offside on the Red Devils. And it looks like the Ridge is going to send the offense back out. Maybe. No, Andy Hake says, Steve, go ahead and kick it one more time for us. So, Delhi to hold. Gutierrez, the right-footed kicker. Snap back, ball down. The kick is up. The kick is good. With 9 seconds left in the third quarter, Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 35 and Campbell 13. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
In today's world, video isn't optional, it's essential. At Full Res Films, we bring your story to life with cinematic quality and creative vision. From corporate videos that inspire to powerful testimonials that build trust to breathtaking drone footage that elevates your brand. Whether it's live events, training videos, music videos, or documentaries, our team captures every moment. Don't settle for ordinary, choose Full Res Films, and let's create something amazing together. FullResFilms.com, 216-201-9649.
Buzzman, from a little Ram to one of the senior leaders. Have fun, hit hard, and run fast, number 44. Very proud of you. Love Mimi and Dad.
5-play, 46-yard touchdown drive, 19-yard touchdown pass from Landon Bingham to Caden Schaefer. Steven Gutierrez's extra point was good. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 35 and Camel 13. Braylon Cowger to put the boot to the ball, bring us back to action. Cowger looks like he's going to pooch it to the far side. No, it is a bouncer. An onside kick again. Campbell touched it, and bouncing on top of it are the Rams again.
Oh, my God. Man, you want to talk about just nightmarish play and a turn of events. Camel feels like they are stuck in Groundhog Day, but like I said, a nightmare. Wow. Oh, my God. I don't think I've ever seen this happen before.
Back-to-back onside kicks recovered.
Wow. Oh, my goodness, man. Those poor defenders, they thought they would get a break from that offensive line who is just absolutely destroying them. Guess what, guys? You got to get back up.
And I think falling on top of it might have been number 80, Gavin Harding.
Wow. Hey, they get good at this now so that when the real games come that mean it, one and done, you are moving on.
Bingham in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers, Twins left. Gives it off to Holbrook, off left guard, up the middle to the 50, 40.
Wow.
And he gets submarined by Demetrius Lambert at the Red Devils 40-yard line, fell ahead to the 39, and that is how the third quarter will end. We'll go to the fourth. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 35 and Camel 13. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to the Mineral... Matt, go ahead.
I just have to say, man, Brian Alishire just absolutely just destroyed the guy he was blocking. Go ahead.
You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Looking for an electrician you can trust? For over 49 years, W.T. Leon's Tri-Area Electric Company, Inc. has proudly served Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence counties. We're family and locally owned, offering free estimates, and we're fully bonded and insured. Whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, our team has got you covered day or night with 24-hour emergency service. Call us today at 330-744-0151 or visit triareaelectric.com. That's Tri-Area Electric, keeping your home and business powered safely since 1976. This one's for Derek Rakic. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams. Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done.
Back to Campbell Memorial Stadium. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 35 and Camel 13. Ridge with the ball, 1st and 10 at the Camel 39-yard line, attacking from right to left here in the third. Bingham in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 backs in the backfield, Rakic and Schaefer, and tight end to the left. Low snap, actually, it's Deli at quarterback, and he's going to get hit from behind, and he's going to be sacked.
That was
Was it Caden Thomas again?
I think it was number 75. That is
not Matty. You're not even close. It's the right. It's 52.
Okay, I just saw 75 coming from him. He must have congratulated his player then.
I've checked at 53. Ramon Morrow. Sack was back to the 47-yard line, so loss of 8 on the play.
75 is having a good game, though. I will tell you that. Not as good as.
Deli back to pass again. Swings it out to the right to Bussey.
Bussey is coming off the ball hard.
And he's just a little swing out into the flat. And let's see here. Bussey got it out to the 42-yard line, so gain of 5. So 3rd and 13. For Ridge, ball at the 32-yard line. Deli in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a tight end. Back to pass. Looking right. Throwing right over. Shoots the intended target. That was Caden Schaefer. And 4th down upcoming.
You had, wait, man, I hate these jerseys. I can't read these numbers, man. They are hard. Who's the guy in the end up on the line, Matt, the smaller guy? You see his number?
Looks like it could be a 24, which would be Pano Kolodakis.
Yeah, he came flying on a blitz on the right side, and I think that was Alishire that caught him and put him down. But, man, he was shot out of a cannon.
And I think that's Phoenix Walker to punt with Dunlap out for the game with an injury. Good snap.
Oh, he better get that.
And a short kick can be fielded by one of the up men. That was, I believe, Elijah Bennett.
He was really slow to get that ball off.
As actually, that is a number 12, and we don't have a 12 on our roster.
One of those moments, you know, his shirt got tore, so they grabbed him, the only closest one to his main number.
So just a 22-yard punt for Walker. And the Red Devils will take over. And Ridge unable to capitalize on their second consecutive onside kick recovery. 10:27 left in the 4th.
How dare they?
And before we can get started, timeout. Ridge will take it with them back in 30 seconds here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Planet 412 is your channel through the veil, where cryptids walk, UFOs soar, and the paranormal whispers in the dark. From chilling storytelling, eerie narrations, and on-location investigations, to live streams, exclusive interviews, and shocking reviews of the bizarre, Planet 412 is your front row seat to the supernatural. Subscribe now, Planet 412 on YouTube. Do you believe? Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done.
Back at Campbell Memorial Stadium, 10:27 left in the 4th. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. Red Devils ball 1st and 10 at their own 30. Felicia in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, trips left, sidecar to the right is Brown. And now Brown going to motion out to the left. Felicia looking left, throwing left. Catching the pass is Lambert. Breaks 1 tackle, spins off another, and now finally takes about 5 Rams to push him out of bounds. As he got up to about the 34, yeah, they'll give him the 34, so gain of 4.
You had
Lambert.
You had Derek Rakic and Thomas Kanowski who got there, with a few others on the outside, but those were the 2 main players on that play.
So gain of 4 for Lambert. 2nd and 6 for the Red Devils. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, trips left again. Felician looking right, has room, flag on the play for a hold. Felician still with it, breaks a tackle, and now he's going to get hit, and he's going to get dropped.
Uh-oh.
And the ball's on the ground. Who has it? Campbell able to recover.
Oh, boy.
But there's going to be a flag on the play
and
for a hold.
You got a player down, man. He is hurting. That's who had the ball, right?
I do not think that is Felician, but timeout for an injury. We are going to go ahead and step aside while they attend to the injured Red Devil. 9:19 left in the 4th. Ridge leads 35-13. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
In today's world, video isn't optional, it's essential. At Full Res Films, we bring your story to life with cinematic quality and creative vision. From corporate videos that inspire to powerful testimonials that build trust to breathtaking drone footage that elevates your brand. Whether it's live events, training videos, music videos, or documentaries, our team captures every moment. Don't settle for ordinary, choose Full Res Films, and let's create something amazing together. FullResFilms.com, 216-201-9649.
Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive. Their mission is simple: honest, reliable, and reputable service in a family-oriented environment where you'll always feel informed and confident about your repair and maintenance needs. From new tires and oil changes to batteries, fluid pumps, and more, they value long-lasting relationships with their customers, community, and suppliers. Call 330-349-0111 or stop in today. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive, keeping you and your family on the road.
It was quarterback Ricky Fleetion shaken up on the play, able to walk off under his own power. So 3rd and 12 now for the Red Devils as they were able to recover the fumble there as Fleetion was going down for the sack. I believe it was a loss of 4 on the play. I'm sorry, loss of 6. So going to take the snap. I believe is Ramani Robinson. 4 wide receivers. And they're going to hand it off to Brown, dancing around in the backfield. Now squirts up the middle, going to get across the 30 and get spun forward to the 32. As actually that was 84 Marquand Taylor taking the snap and handing off to Brown. So gain of 4. Be 4th and 8 for the Red Devils, who will unfortunately have to go for it as time ticking down here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and, again, you have the line on both sides of the ball for the Rams are just so dominating.
So interesting formation here, but they do have a man back to punt it. And backing up to maybe field that punt, Chandler Bussey. Snap is back, and the kick is away. And Bussey is just going to dive on top of it at the 42-yard line after it hit and took a bounce. As I believe that was Demetrius Lambert doing the honors with the kick.
Johnny Culp did a good job. He had a nice block on a nice hit on one of those players. You got to keep your head on a swivel. You just stand around. You're going to have a big guy like him come along and you're going to say hi to the ground.
23-yard punt for Lambert. Ridge going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. 8:25 left in this 4th quarter. Ridge straight to the line of scrimmage. Will be Bingham at quarterback. But Matt, watch out for some trickery. We got Ethan Deli split out here to the left. Instead, just going to be a straight handoff to Holbrook off right guard. Big hole.
Uh-oh.
40, 35, 30, down to the 25-yard line. And again, Matt, just the yards after contact.
And then who's a player heading with the group on the far left, Matt? I can't see his number. He just stopped. Now he's walking again. Has his arm up in the air.
Nope, sorry.
He was the guy who was trying to pull him down, trying to get his number. He actually tried to tackle him by pushing him forward and actually caused him to get more speed.
30-yard gain, and now it's a handoff to Basista off right guard. Has the 20, and he'll get ripped down by Whitfield. Actually lifted bodily off the ground and thrown down after the gain of 9 for Basista. As, Matt, this offensive line just opening up Mack truck-sized holes.
And that was Jeffrey Driscoll Jr., the player I was trying to find out what his number was the last play. Tried to tackle Holbrook by pushing him, just tried to knock him over. He actually gave him more speed to get more yards.
And it'll be Deli to take the shotguns. Bingham take the shotgun snap. Hands it off to Rakic. Had his ankles wrapped up in the backfield and going to come maybe half a yard short of the first down, be 3rd and less than 1.
I think these might be the hardest numbers I've ever had to read. Definitely top 2, I would say.
Ridge is 7 for 10 on 3rd down. Bingham back to pass, looking right, throwing right. Has a man, walks into the end zone. That's Deli with the touchdown catch.
Nice. He just was open the whole way. Defensive back wasn't even close. And Bingham put the ball right on the money.
Ethan Deli on the quick slant to the inside. First touchdown catch of the season for Deli. Second touchdown pass of the game for Bingham. And his 5th throw for 6 on the season. Steven Gutierrez on for the extra point.
So, Matt, just complete domination again. Week in and week out.
Snap back, ball down, the kick is up. The kick is good. With exactly 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter, your score on that Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard, Mineral Ridge 42 and Camel 13. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
A 4-play, 55-yard drive that ended in a 16-yard touchdown pass from Landon Bingham to Ethan Deli. Steven Gutierrez's extra point was good. 7 minutes exactly left in the 4th quarter. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 42 and Camel 13. And, you know, Matt, I said it during our last timeout. Whatever Andy Hake said at halftime, bottle it, take it, bottle it, put it on the shelf, sell it for $100 a bottle.
Yeah.
You're going to be a millionaire because Ridge is just having their way here in the second half. Calger to put the boot to the ball, and he drives it high and deep. Grabbed by Brown at the 10-yard line. 15. Goes far side, 20, and that's where he's going to get wrapped up as he crosses the 20 and gets the 22-yard line.
You know, we didn't get to put mine and Coach Hake's interview up on this game, but I'm going to put it up on YouTube tonight. One of the things he was talking about, we talked about, I said, you know, I like your style. You know, I've had a lot of people ask me about Coach Hake and his style, and would he ever have been a coach that you would have liked to play for? I'm going to tell you what, he is exactly the coach that I would have liked to play for. I loved my coach at Ursuline and Dick Angle and Jim Tressel at YSU, but what I really like about Coach Hake, he's very positive with his players. He doesn't, tear them up if they make a mistake. That means a lot to them.
6:53 left in the 4th. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils, ball at their own 22. Fleecian back at quarterback. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side. Sidecar to the left is Brown. Back to pass, Fleecian looking left, throwing left over the head of Boudre and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 upcoming. For the Red Devils. Getting ball at their own 22-yard line, 6:49 left in this 4th quarter. As the Rams looking to go 6-1 on the year. Fleecian back to pass again. Pump fake under pressure. Spins out of the sack. Rolling now to the right side. Phoenix Walker's going to wrap him up at the 15.
Nice.
And coming in to help clean it up, number 37, which is Caleb Host.
Yeah, it looked like he had him, man. I feel really bad. He had him wrapped up, but the way that he spun, Caleb Host ended up getting that sack. He should get half of that, though.
I'm gonna give him half. I'm a nice guy, if nothing else. All right, 3rd and 18 for the Red Devils. Ball at their own 14-yard line. 3rd and 36 is not correct, as they have up on the scoreboard. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Empty backfield for Fleetian. 5 wide receivers. Trips left, Twins right. Back to pass. Fakes the pass. Rolling right. And now is going to scramble across the 20. Out to the 25-yard line. They'll give him a gain of 11, but it's going to be 4th down.
Derek Rakic, his eyes must have been huge. He just missed that tackle. He's got to stop watching and moving with the juke move. If he just follows through with that tackle, doesn't worry about the move, he just starts to go a little bit to the right, he would have had it.
And I think Fleetian might have been shaken up a little bit on the play as the referee blew things dead and said, my timeout. It is 4th and 7, ball at the 25. 5:25 left in this fourth quarter.
There are things in this world that we cannot understand. Things we thought were myth. Mysteries that defy reality. And even darker conspiracies. What Lurks Beneath will take you deep into real cases and accounts of the strange and supernatural that will leave you wondering the truth about what's truly around us. You won't want to miss this one.
Devils 4th and 7 on their own 25. Good snap. And he's going to fake it. Lambert up ahead to the 25. 30 has the first down. 40, 45, and 50. And that is where he falls forward.
Nice speed, boy. He just got a head full of steam, and none of those Rams players brought him down. Looked like a number of them had a shot at a tackle.
So massive gain on the play from the 25 up to midfield. So 25-yard gain for Demetrius Lambert. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils.
Don't ever get complacent and think just because they're losing like that, they're not going to try.
Fleetian back to pass, rolling right, throwing right, and pass falls incomplete off the hands of number 3, who we do not have on our roster.
We also haven't seen Mighty Mouse tonight.
Oh, we've seen Caden Schaefer a bunch. I don't know what you're talking about.
Then I missed it, man. Jeez, where's my brain? Don't answer that.
I would not dare. Timeout. Mineral Ridge will take it with them. 4:49 left in the fourth. Rams up big. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurix Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Back at Campbell Stadium. 4:49 left in the fourth. Rams up 42-13 on that Dunlop and Son Plumbing scoreboard. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers for Fleetian. Back to pass, rolling right, looking deep, and sorry, that was Marquand Taylor. Pass is underthrown and knocked out of bounds.
Good job by number 14.
Kamari Wright.
Yeah, Kamari Wright did a great job. He had a great game when was that? I think it was when Tony Romo was with us. Kamari had a really big game. It was like his open game for the season. He had an interception. I think he also had a score for a touchdown that night.
3rd and 10 for the Red Devils. Ball still at midfield. 4:42 left in the fourth quarter. Taylor going to stay in at quarterback. I wonder if Fleetion's night is done as he's taking a couple of big hits here, though he is standing on the sideline with his helmet on. Taylor going to keep it himself, rolling out to the left, crosses the 50, puts his head down, steps out of bounds at the 46-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4. It's fourth down.
I'm trying to read the number. I believe the Ram player that was Christian Dunlap, so he's back in the game. Good.
Nice to see Christian back out there.
That was a nice tackle, too.
And Taylor's going to stay in at quarterback as they're only going to give Taylor, thought he stepped out of bounds at the 46, but they're only going to give him the 47. So 4th and 7 for the Red Devils. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins left, or I guess twins to each side, and Taylor misses the snap. Ball's on the carpet. He falls on it. No, the ball was still loose. It's picked up by Brown. He's coming to the near side, 35, 40. Cuts to the middle, 45, 50, but that's where he's going to be wrapped up by James Jordan, and the ball will go over on downs as DeAndre Brown got a 20-yard fumble return out of that, got it almost back to the line of scrimmage, but unfortunately needed another 7 yards beyond that.
But I'm telling you what, he's so dangerous. He almost put himself in a position to get at least a first down. If it wasn't for number 19, James Jordan, he might have done it.
So the ball will go over on downs with 4:20 left in the fourth quarter.
They've got some really good specialty players, man.
Lots of speed on this Campbell backfield. Lots of speed in the Campbell secondary for sure. As you know, it looks like DeAndre Brown actually did get to he got to the 47, which was the original line of scrimmage. So, Matt, an amazing effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage, but unfortunately, Mineral Ridge able to rally to the ball.
Just by a smidgen. Now you got all new guys coming in for the Rams, and it looks like the same thing for the Camel Red Devils.
So I would be shocked if it is not Preston Klein at quarterback.
And, earlier I said 75 was in the game. Actually, it was 74. It was Hayden Jones, who I was trying to give credit to for making a couple nice plays, because there's a young man, 75, getting in right now, Jalen Molina.
Although, Matt, it is going to be Landon Bingham still at quarterback. And they're going to hand it off to number 40. And coming ahead are the Rams with a big hole down to the Red Devil 35, and now spinning forward to the 30.
That's Noah Alishire.
Noah Alishire, the freshman.
And he is obviously the brother of Ryan Alishire, the offensive lineman, number 68. I was trying to tell you 3 weeks ago, Noah had gotten a game. He was lights out. He had huge plays. He's doing it right now. First play from scrimmage.
23-yard gain for Noah Alishire.
I think he had an interception in the game he got in, too.
Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. Hand off to Alishire again, off right guard, making a couple men miss.
Wow.
Backpedaling his way down to the 22-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 8 for Alishire. And 2nd and 2 upcoming for Mineral Ridge. Clock ticks inside, 3:30 left in the game. Bingham gets the play off the sideline, comes back to the huddle. Obviously, Ridge in absolutely no hurry here as they prepare to go to 7-1 on the season. Sorry, 6-1. It's week 7. I can do math, I swear. Gets the snap, hands it off to Alishire, up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, has the first down as he falls forward to the 17-yard line, gain of 5 when he needed to, first down for Ridge. Less than 3 minutes left now in the fourth quarter. Kamari Wright brings the play in off the sideline. And it's going to be Kamari Wright to take the snap. Sidecar to his right is Alishire. Wright going to keep it himself off right guard. Cuts up the middle. 5, touchdown!
Wow. Great job, man. What a good job by the second and third team, by the Rams offense. Just lights out as well. Not missing a beat from the moment they got in the game. Noah Alishire beating it up, and then finishing it up was that James Jordan?
Kamari Wright.
Kamari Wright, thank you. Wow, I'm impressed, man.
So that will start the running clock as Steven Gutierrez comes on to kick the extra point.
And Kamari has been having great games, man. I'm just so impressed by him. Oh.
Snap back, ball down, the kick is up. The kick is good. With 1:42 left in the fourth quarter, Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 49 and Campbell 13. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Home for the Fallen is a local nonprofit dedicated to supporting our at-risk veteran community. We provide job training, emergency assistance, and the tools veterans need to get back on their feet. You can make a difference by joining us at our yearly golf outing. Every swing helps raise money to fund job training, certifications, and vital support for deserving veterans right here at home. Register today at homeforthefallen.com or call 740-391-1959. Together, let's stand up for those who stood up for us.
A 4-play, 53-yard drive that ended in a 17-yard touchdown run for Kamari Wright. Steven Gutierrez's extra point was good. 1:42 left in the fourth. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 49 and Campbell Memorial 13. As it looks like Braylon Calger to put the boot to the ball and bring us back to action. Calger with the run-up, and he drives it deep, and he drives it out of bounds. So the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line.
Still some hitting going on out there. You got to do it, man, until the game is over. It doesn't matter what the score is. Just keep popping, man. I think that's, let me see here. He's coming right to the sidelines. I want to give him some credit. He had a nice hit on the side, nice block. I think that's number 8 for Jalen Hall. Had a great shot on, I think it was Caden Schaefer on that special teams play. Like I said, man, get your head on a swivel. Don't stand around.
So 1st and 10 for the Red Devils once they put the ball into play. The clock. No, actually, they're going to go ahead and wind the clock right now as we are beyond 30 points in the second half. It'll be Marquand Taylor in the pistol. 3 wide receivers for Taylor, and now Brown motions his sidecar to the left. Taylor hands it off. And coming near side is number 12, who we do not have on the roster, but he did carry ahead to the 44-yard line. Gain of 9. So 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's a fake.
And here again comes number 12 on the quick tackle. He'll get the first down as he got out to the 48-yard line. 45 seconds left in the game.
My bad. I was looking at my computer. I admit I wasn't paying attention. I thought that was 4th down. That's why I said fake. I will take the shot for it, Matt.
I'm just going to shake my head. 30 seconds left in the game. Taylor in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Taylor hands it off to 12 again, and he's going to come far side, trying to stretch out the defense. Going to get across the Ridge 45. tackled inbounds as the clock runs down inside at 12 seconds, and I think that may just do it here for us this evening. As I don't think our officials are going to spot the ball, but with 2 seconds and 1, your final score here from Campbell Memorial Stadium on that Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard. Mineral Ridge 49 and Campbell Memorial 13 as Mineral Ridge raises their record to 6-1 on the season. Matt, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Absolutely impressive as this has been by the Rams. You know, I was getting a couple things ready on the computer for us for post game, and I just am thinking to myself as I'm doing that, how blown away I am by, you know, you had that loss at the beginning of the season, and did the Phantoms lose?
Muskegon scored with 1 second left to force overtime.
Oh, boy. Well, it's still overtime. I have faith in them.
I do as well. I just would have liked to see a win.
Of course. Let's go, Phantoms. You know, I just remember that loss, and I remember how some of those players just, of course, all of them dejected. But Coach Hake, I remember how long he stayed on the field with them that night and just let them know, guys, these things happen. And he said some things that I love that I heard, you know, a lot of times from Coach Tressel. You can absolutely get more and learn more from a loss a lot of times than you can from a win. And since that loss, they have just been absolutely lights out. Now, of course, a lot of things that they need to, you know, get more precise on, work on the tackling, work on that kickoff coverage. But, I mean, for the most part, I am absolutely blown away. You know, I love that he said, as that O&D line go, that's how our season's going to go. They are absolutely dominating. And the specialty players, I mean, first of all, there's a bunch of them. And secondly, they're just playing phenomenal. Preston Holbrook was the lights out again. I mean, there's just every week you could pick so many players for player of the game and that defensive backfield. I mean, I'm very impressed, but I do want to say this. They got Springfield. They got McDonald left. They got Western Reserve left. Those are usually always the best teams, and right now they're obviously are. Their rival is just, you know, they're kicking it up too. I want to see how they perform against them.
So we're not going to go through everything here today because there'd be way too much to go through. But Preston Holbrook topped everything tonight. 23 carries, 183 yards, average 7.95 a touch, and 2 touchdowns. I'm going to go ahead and give Preston my player of the game.
Absolutely deserves it. I mean, last week he was one of the players of the game with Nick Anderson, number 15. But, you know, this week, one player is just impossible for me to pick one. There was a unit that was just absolutely unstoppable. It was just like a group of juggernauts. So my players of the game is going to go to the entire offensive line unit this week.
All right, Ridge raises their record to 6-1. And next week, big test down in New Middletown. They'll be taking on the Springfield Tigers. Week after that, down to Berlin Center to take on Western Reserve before coming home for McDonald and Senior Night.
And, you know, before we shut off, you know, I of course, bringing up the offensive line, you know, you have to talk about, you know, the Beast Award. You know, let me put this right one up here. I made this one new graphic here, so let me throw this up here for you guys. Okay, we have some, I think the ADs. Okay, so sorry. Let's get back to what we were talking about here. Everything okay?
Yeah, the police officer here in Campbell found a lost wallet.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, we don't have any access to the public address system here at the stadium.
I got a little nervous. I was wondering what was going on. So, like I was saying, everybody, you have the offensive line take the players of the game tonight, the whole unit, and it was just, you know, perfect because of how close we are getting to the end of the season, you know, fastest 10 weeks in football. And I want to let everybody know, you know, all of you players out there, Mineral Ridge Rams and every opponent on their schedule, Matt Emch is watching you. Just Football with Matt Emch and Tri-County Digital Broadcasting are hunting for the baddest trench warrior, the one who dominates the line like a beast, tearing into a side of beef. Who will win the 25-26 Beast Lineman of the Year award? Could it be you? Play harder, play vicious, play unforgiving. The crown is waiting, guys. Who's next? I'm very interested to see who's going to step up and win that award this year, Matt. You know, I'm really proud of that Beast Lineman of the Year award. It's starting to focus on a few players on that offensive line, so it'll be cool to see who pulls away.
All right, so again, Ridge going to continue on this road trip here, four-game road trip next week down to Springfield. I think you're going to have Anthony Malone with you, and then for Western Reserve in 2 weeks, you're going to have Anthony Romo, and then I will be back with you at Mineral Ridge for senior night on the 24th against McDonald.
Which is so appropriate if you're going to miss some games to come back for the rivalry game.
Absolutely, and then 2 more weeks away from me, and so Ridge, you got to make it to the third round of the playoffs so I can call another game here this season.
Exactly, yeah, and it would be so appropriate since the last time they went deep, that is the round they made it, so.
And the Phantoms end up falling in overtime by the score of 3-2. Muskegon gets a game-tying goal, 1 second left in regulation before Carter Sanderson, Pittsburgh Penguins draft pick, gets the game-winning goal at the 2:14 mark of overtime. But your final score here tonight from Campbell Memorial Stadium on that Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard, Mineral Ridge 49 and Camel 13. Matt can catch you next week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting down from New Middletown. For Matt Emch, I'm Matt Lipcsak. Thanks for tuning in tonight, everybody. Sound out. Fade to black.
That's going to do it for tonight's Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Just Football with Matt Emch. A huge thank you to all of our sponsors for supporting the team and this channel. And most importantly, thank you to all of you for listening and being part of Friday Night Football. Don't forget, you can catch the full game replay anytime on Just Football with Matt Emch, found on YouTube. Until next time, this has been the Rams Game of the Week. We'll see you under the lights.